What do Sabrina Carpenter, Lana Del Rey, and Kendrick Lamar have in common? They've all worked with this guy. He might be the most quietly influential producer in recent pop. His songs sound huge but intimate, familiar yet fresh, but how? In this video, we're diving into the techniques and the tricks that make some of his biggest productions so iconic, so that you will be able to apply these in your own productions and become a better music producer. So let's get into it. So let's begin with Please 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 by Sabrina Carpenter. This is from the intro of this song, and it feels like a dream, right? Like very lush, almost like it's floating. And this is what Jack calls building worlds. It's about finding the sound palettes, the rhythms, and the colors to take the listener into a new world. Because he could have taken that exact same synth and simply played the same chords like this. That just doesn't create that same new world, you know? And what makes this even better is how he pushes contrast between elements by locking things like this tight lin kick and soft snare right to the grid while allowing the lush arpeggio to float freely. You know, the drums lock everything in place and everything else moves around it to build a new world. But world building can be done more subtly as well. Take Karma by Taylor Swift as another example, where the chord synth is processed through a tape machine to give it that flutter effect you hear. See, it gives this exciting instability to the chords that really makes you notice how the song was designed to feel. Like, let's disable this tape machine. Now it suddenly sounds so normal and polished, right? Compared to this. And he does something similar in the chords of Anti-Hero by Taylor Swift, where there's again a tape effect, giving the chords this character and unstable flutter. As well as this 16th note tremolo effect for movement. So if we disable these two effects, we just get a normal synth pad doing chords. But once we enable them, we're taken to a whole new world. Moral of the story, use sound palettes, rhythms, and effects to take your listener to a new world. By the way, if you want to learn the concepts all pro producers use in their songs, we put together a 7-day blueprint that is based on 14 years of production experience and remaking over 100 songs. Link in the description. Now, here's what I love about Jack's productions. He's not afraid to get weird. Let's take The Greatest by Lana Del Rey as an example, which has a beautiful chord progression, very much like the Beatles, and it goes something like this. So the production has guitars that Jack describes as British and royal, some piano, some mellotron strings, all pretty standard, right? But then Jack creates a more unique texture by introducing an electric sitar layer, something that doesn't really belong in a ballad or a song like this.
Going through a space echo. And that just kind of made it like a little like special and odd.
That's quite unconventional, right? And that's the point of using unconventional sounds as textures. It's supposed to feel off and unfamiliar. And we actually also hear this happen in his production of I Don't Want to Live Forever for Zayn and Taylor Swift, where there's textures added to the drum loop.
Sitting eyes wide open behind these four walls, hoping you come.
And these textures, I mean, I don't even know what they are. Glass breaking, they give the drum loop so much character while not interrupting the groove, which is super important. And this is not only done by Jack, you hear similar techniques in songs produced by Phineas, who also loves using noises and textures to transform simple songs, like this crosswalk signal sound, which Phineas recorded and then used as a hi-hat loop in Bad Guy.
Duh.
The point is, you can really level up your productions using unconventional sounds as textures, which he even did in Please Please Please.
These are things that are just moments that I liked when I was just, so there's a flute, you know, here's a, whatever the fuck that is, there's this. Like waterfalls of tubular bells.
You see, this is storytelling through sound, where the imperfections and textures deliver the message and add a subtle sense of character. Finally, what makes Jack Antonoff so great as a producer is his arrangements and the tricks he uses to keep them dynamic. So, we talked about the unconventional layering in The Greatest by Lana Del Rey, right? But another great thing about this production is how the drums evolve throughout the song. I mean, in this part, the drums are barely there, right? They're thin and faint in the background, almost as if they're part of the guitars. But then this happens soon after. There's this huge shift in the bigness of the drums. They sound much more present, like the vocal takes a break and the drums take stage with the instrumental. And this is a great arrangement trick because most producers just copy-paste drums to fill out a song, but Jack plays with the dynamics of the drums. He lets them shift and move with how the song progresses, which makes the whole arrangement much more exciting. And he uses a similar technique in the song Liability by Lorde, which really only contains piano and vocals.
Everyone, the truth is, I am a toy that people enjoy.
See, we shift to a moment where the piano essentially disappears. The energy drops, it feels very intimate and vulnerable, which is a perfect setup for the next part.
Me, I know that it's exciting, running through the night, but every perfect summer's eating me alive until you're gone.
And that part feels much more impactful because Jack stripped down the production right before. So contrast and dynamics are great tools to play with the energy levels of a song, and so is automation. In his Tape Notes interview, Jack shares one tip that would make even seasoned producers' stomach curls: applying effects to the master bus and automating them. Say you're working on a song section that needs more flavor. Maybe a riser or another layer would do, but Jack tends to throw effects like echoes and choruses on the master channel and automates them.
Absurdist example, but
see, it's an unconventional but rewarding shortcut, one that can reframe an entire section and really spice up your arrangement. Jack Antonoff is not fighting for clean mixes or big drops. He's after feeling and memorability. It's the way he builds worlds through sounds, uses unconventional textures, and shapes his arrangements that make his songs connect. And that's what makes Jack Antonoff so great. If you found value in this video, then make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.